Gentlemen, it's your commissioner, and it's the end of the 2016 World Fantasy Football League season, and you know what that means. It's time to vote for Bucky. So I gathered some of my friends that have shown up in the commissioner's reports. We got Sweep. This is Sooty. Okay, you guys never met Sooty, but yeah, that's Sweep. Okay, but they wanted to come along. I'm going to explain the rules of how Bucky voting goes. A lot of you guys know it. We've got a couple rookie owners, so I'm just going to go over the rules, okay? And I'll explain it. I'll put it up on the big board here too. But everybody gets 3 votes, okay? You're going to vote for your first choice, your second choice, and your third choice. First choice gets 3 points. Second gets 2. Third choice gets 1 point. At the end, after all 12 owners have voted, we're going to rank them. Who got the most points? That's your Bucky winner for 2016. So I think we should go back and talk about Bucky and what Bucky stands for. Bucky is not just the worst player or the worst team that finished in last place, and I'm not just deflecting stuff off of my team which finished in last. I will accept that. My team sucked this year. It's making Bucky moves in draft during the season, just having bad luck. A few years ago, Chad was scoring over 60 points, and I think he was like 3-12 in those. So that was kind of Bucky-ish. So we've had quite a few things happen with Bucky. I've got some notes here. So we're going to take a minute, though, and talk about those. But first, again, here's what takes place for Bucky voting. So enjoy. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, I did print out our final standings. So if you guys want to look at it a little bit, I'm going to leave it up here just a little. It's the final standings, but also our overall records at the end. So you can see Practice Squad 23-6, they took it all. 9-19. Pirates of the Caribbean took last. And in between, we got all those other teams. So that's also on the website too. You can look at that. So our first nominee, I'm going to be talking about everybody. I have something for everyone. But we're going to start out with Greg Blodgett. Why Greg Blodgett? Because he opted out of the league this year. And really, you don't have to vote just for our owners. You can vote Greg Blodgett, Donald Trump, whoever. That's why Greg's getting one. So I'm going to put Greg in the place of honor. Let's stay up there. Our first one, though, put your big boy pants on, Luke Sherry. I say Luke's name quite loudly like that because I like to scare him because he pees a little. But Luke, why are we picking you? Well, what are your reasons for Bucky? First round of the draft. I text you. Luke, you're on the clock. What do you do? Oh, I want to make a trade for my first round pick. Seriously, you couldn't think of this ahead of time? So what do? You trade to Joel your first round pick. So he got Ezekiel Elliott of Dallas and Adrian Peterson. Now, Adrian, we know, was a bust for the year, but still, what did you get for it? Not a whole hell of a lot, okay? Unbelievable. But what you did accomplish was you took the 2016 draft and just took it to a screeching halt because of that. You tied it up for about an hour, text flying back and forth. Luke. You're shaking your head even too. But there's a couple other things, okay? If we look at your draft, down here, you might not be able to see it. No kicker drafted. Let me rephrase that. You didn't pick a kicker. How does one not draft a kicker? Unbelievable, okay? Bucky. And then also the first week of the playoffs, 15 points. This is the first year with the flex player. We had 9 players, and you scored 15. Unbelievable. Luke Sherry. Joel Cessna and Rafi's Revenge. Now, there's many reasons why Joel should get it. Worst record in the league, 7-19-2. In fact, I looked, only 12 teams have won 7 or fewer games in the history of the World Fantasy Football League. The Raptors in '96 went 6-20-2. Smittic Strikers, 96, went 6-21-1. Raptors in 99 went 3-24-1. Bloody Helmets in 2002 went 6-22. FEMA in 2005 went 7-20-1. Cool Hand Luke in 2006 went 7-20-1. The next year in 2007, Cool Hand Luke went 6-22. Back-to-back crappy years. Also in 2007, the Surge went 6-22. In 2009, the H1N1 virus went 7-20. 2011 saw Bloody Helmets go 3-23-1. Ooh, ouch. Cool Hand Luke in 2013 went 6-21-1, and last year Gross 4B went 7-20-1. Of those 12 teams, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them went on to win the Bucky. I'm just saying. Rafi's Revenge wound up 7-19-2, good for the worst record in the league, and our CBS Sports line had put this out. The record looks even worse given that Rafi's Revenge got the benefit of the 4th easiest schedule this year, measured by points against. 4th easiest, and you went 7-19-2. Joel Cessna. Groves 4B. Groves, you scored a whopping 16 points in Week 10. You had the first overall pick in the draft, yet you finished 12-16. Todd Gurley just did not pan out for you. But Groves 4B had the 4th hardest schedule. 4th easiest, 4th hardest, measured by points against. But Mike, you lost by 80 points. Twice. 2 times. You were defeated 96-16 in Week 10 to Weapons of Mass Destruction. 16 points? Really? Ouch. Thank God your son sucked even more in Week 14 and scored 15. But 16 points? Oof. And then you lost 115-35 to the practice squad in Week 12. So in a 2-week span, Week 10 to Week 12, you lost by 80 points twice. Ouch. And you're also the 2-time defending Bucky champion. Right there and there. Mike Sherry. Pirates. I finished in last place. I was 9-19. Enough said for me. Oh, okay. I could say Odell Beckham and Mark Ingram, my 1st and 3rd picks overall, did not pan out like I should have. Like they should have. Okay? I'm very upset at you both. Mine. Where is this one? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, the legacy. Dawson. You finished in 2nd, I'll give you that. So, but you scored 90 points in Week 4, yet you tied Weapons of Mass Destruction. 90 points and you tied. You scored 78 points in Week 1, and yet you lost to the practice squad. And then you scored 78 points in Week 2, and you lost to Weapons of Mass Destruction. So in a 2-week time frame, you scored 78 and 90, and you went 0-1-1 against Weapons of Mass Destruction. Ouch. 10 losses to your team came even though your team scored more than 55 points. 10 losses. Your team was 12-10-1 when you scored more than 55 points. That's just unheard of, and that is Bucky luck. I'm sorry. And then you scored 69 points and still lost in World Fantasy Football League Bowl 23. Dawson. Oh, my favorite. Pete Top, Matt Bottom. I'm just going to hold this while I talk about it. You're a rookie owner, and you're a little too cocky. You have yet to find your place amongst the big boys in this league, okay? You make silly videos from Denver, slamming the commissioner. I try my damnedest. And you made a video this week, terrible singing voice. And your lyrical writing is not in the style of like Lennon and McCartney, okay? It's bad. Just bad. Bad, bad, bad. Bad for Bucky. But there is another reason, too. I had to put down the sign. Because In the 6th round, you took the Denver Broncos defense. 6th round, you picked a defense. Now, you're probably sitting there going, but Uncle Joe, I finished better than you. Yeah, but nobody picks a defense in 6th round. Come on. Come on, beanbag. And moving on. Chumley, Chad Van Dyke. Chad, you went gonzo great gangbusters. I don't even know what else to say. You were kicking ass at the beginning of the season. 11-2-1. But what happened? You finished the end of the season 7-8. Unbelievable. Yes, you scored a lot of points. I'll give you that. But you scored 90 in week 4 and you tied the legacy. I mean, that's Bucky-ish when you score that many and you tie. So, but all in all, pretty good year. But those are the reasons I could find for some Bucky reasons for you. Martin. Talk to me, Martin. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, Martin, okay? Let's go to the draft board, shall we? Let's follow Martin. Here's Martin. 6th round. The same round that Matt chose a defense. You chose Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo. And how did you find out that Tony Romo was injured and not playing? Your son had to tell you. Martin. So and sweet. They both say Martin. Cooper had to inform you of your Bucky-like draft pick. But then during the regular season, you beat your son on the fantasy football field. Not physically, because that'd be wrong. Every time you played him, you were 2-0 against Cooper. And then you hit the first round of the playoffs and you lost to your son. Ouch. You've been in the league 15 years, since 2002. This was your 15th year with the World Fantasy Football League. Your best finish is 2nd place in 2003 and 2015. Yet you had to sit on week 16, just this past weekend, and watch as your son won the World Fantasy Football League championship in his rookie season. Ouch. Martin. Okay, we've done enough. The aptly dressed, wonderful dress, I should say, Steve. And the pillows. I love those pillows, by the way. They're cuddly soft. 2-time defending champion of the league. Oh, and yeah, you finished 3rd place, so I'll give you that. But what makes Steve have a Bucky? In 2 years' time, we have yet to see pictures of his smoking hot wife in the green jacket. I'm just saying. When I won the league in 2009, was that my fiance? No, I don't think. That was just girlfriend. But Laura got in the green jacket. I can't complain though too much. I got great pillows. Those are soft and cuddly. You guys should get a pair next year. They're fantastic. Paulie Ness. Paulie. You scored 68 points in week 1 and you tied Bucky's son. 68 points and you tied. Then you went into week 10 and you scored 71 and who'd you tie? Rafi. You tied Rafi's revenge. But here's the big thing. At our October homecoming, get together here in Duluth, you seemed unusually full of energy. I mean, like you were just bouncing off the wall. That's so odd for a Paul. Full of energy and hyperness. You're usually so calm, mellow. You're like a Yanni CD. Just mellow. A Yanni CD during an hour-long full-body massage. Just kind of makes you want to go, and fall down. Plus, Paul, you have a penis on your team's helmet. I'm just saying. The practice squad. Remember, I got 2 pictures of Cooper. You lost to your dad's team in week 9, and you had to change your team's name. never fun to lose to your dad's team, but even worse when you have to change your team's name. I mean, it could have really been something worse, because it could have been like Coop's Poop or something like that. You know, Cooper's Pooper. Cooper's Pooper's team. Something like that. So the practice squad isn't too bad, but you showed, you got your revenge, though, by beating them in the playoffs and then winning the championship league, or the championship of the league. And I hope that you just wander the house next year after you get the green jacket and just ask your dad, hey, Dad, how many green jackets you got? Oh, that's right, none. Let me know if you need a place to live after he kicks you out of the house, because you can stay here. So, and as far as wives' pictures in the green jacket, yeah, you're going to have to find a girlfriend. So, do that, okay? Last but not least, Eric Berg. Eric, I looked at your schedule. You kind of didn't really have too many Bucky, moments. But the one that stands out is, I'm going to go back to the CSS homecoming that we had in October here at my house. And when we walked over to the St. Scholastica football game over at Public School Stadium, I think all of us owners that were in attendance were shocked when you streaked the field. But we weren't shocked when they banned you for life from all St. Scholastica football games. So gentlemen, there's everybody. I'm not even going to try to twist them around and get them, all right and something. So, I mean, there's my spin. We had Wickland too. You could vote for Wickland. Wickland dropped out of the league this year too. But here's everybody. We're all in here. So make your picks. Make your votes. Remember, 3 votes. I'll put my email in the bottom on the CBS Sportsline website, so you guys can look at that and email me your picks. I know that there's already been collusion in the league, and I do have the right to null and void any votes that I feel are illegal, inappropriate, ill-gotten booty. Shake your booty. But, gentlemen, that's all, okay? I've given you some reasons. The choice is yours. Make democracy count. Just get out and vote, America. Bye.